So hello and welcome to my channel. I am Andrea and this is Beyond the Pink Door, and you are very welcome to my weekly sewing vlog. So this week was the week of the Myosotis and Fringe mashup. So I'm wearing it today. It's all finished. It's actually the only part, or it's the only sewing that I got done this week, and I have to say I am really happy with it. So I'll just stand up and show you what it's like. So it is the Myosotis top and the fringe skirt. And I must say, I actually really like it. Definitely the fringe skirt is my favourite. I really like it. And I won't go on about the dippy hem, but I really like the dippy hem. I actually think it suits me being short and curvy. I think it flatters my figure, and I like the top. This is the Myosotis top, so I really like this. I like everything about it. I've made the size 38. Now it's roasting here again today and I'm having the glasses slipping down my face trouble again. So I made the size 38 in the Myosotis top, even though I measured up to a 40, and I made the 40 when I made the Sirocco and it was absolutely perfect. But I've sized down to the 38 and I must say it's a lovely fit. So I feel I've lots of room. I adore the neckline, so I love having the little collar, and this one worked out better than the last one. I like the way that it opens a little bit, and it's got the buttons at the front. So I didn't use buttons, I actually put in the snap fasteners. That is simply because I didn't have black buttons that I liked for it, and I just wanted to finish it. And my other Myosotis is actually sitting there. I still haven't put the buttons on it, and I find it so hard to get back to those small little silly jobs. So I thought, no, I'm going to put the snap fasteners on it, and I think they work really nicely. And like the snap fasteners are a 5-minute job as opposed to 3 buttonholes and then sewing in buttons. So yeah, really like this. There's lots of room in the sleeve. I find sometimes the sleeve patterns are a bit restrictive for my arms, and there's a nice little stretch of this fabric. So this is the Lady McElroy fabric that I got from Suzanne at Thread Quarters, and it's actually so comfortable. It's really crisp to wear. It was a joy to sew. I thought initially that the skirt was going to be just a little bit too sort of stiff and puffy and not drape as nicely as the viscose, but no, it's really nice. Now I did add a belt to the back of it because I just found it just didn't flatter me. It just made me look like I had no waist at all. So I added a belt to the back, and I just sewed it each side of where the darts are, and it's pulled in quite a bit of fabric. So I used the idea from the Darling Ranges dress because I've seen the back of that, and I love the way the belt is just top stitched on top. So that just pulls it in that little bit nicer. I had thought about taking in the bodice more into the darts, but I am finding with my fringe dresses that to get a nice fit in at the waist, it makes it quite difficult to get the dress on. So I'm really like pulling it down, especially pulling it down over my bust. So yeah, this belt seems to work. So I'm going to wear this today. Obviously it's on. I really like it. So I'm going to show you the difference between the skirt patterns for the Myosotis and the fringe. Now the fringe obviously has the dip on the hem, and the Myosotis is a straight across hem. What I'm finding with the Myosotis is it's very gathered here, so I just find it's just too sort of puffy for me. So I'll just show you the two patterns. So the Myosotis skirt pattern is a big rectangle, so it's cut out on the fold, so it's just basically a big rectangle. And I think I said in my last video as well, it's actually quite short. It's just the right length on me. So if you're taller than 5 foot, I think it's going to be quite short. And then the fringe skirt has, this is the fold, so it's got a shaped side, which means then that it's got the width at the bottom of the skirt, but less width up here. So I really like that. I just think that actually suits me better. So if I put the two of them together, now I hope you can see that. That's the difference. Go back over there. So they're almost the same width at the bottom, but there's a significant difference at the top. And that's just personally what I like. So I love having the width at the bottom and less bulk up here on top. So yeah, I think I have found that I really like that skirt, and I love all the tops that I've sewn together on it, and I've made quite a few at the moment. I wore the red viscose version last week. So I wore this one last Sunday. We had a family event and I wore it, and yeah, I have to say, I don't buy red that often. Maybe just red isn't for sale as much as pinks are, and I love bright colours. So I normally end up with pink in my checkout rather than red. And I think this was described as red when I bought it. But oh my God, I felt $1 million in this dress. The brightness is just lovely and I got loads of admiration for it. I love the neckline of it, love the skirt. Yeah, I just love everything about this. So I'm definitely going to wear red more often, that's for sure. So I know I've made loads of fringe dresses, and I am sorry if I'm boring you with all my fringe dresses, but I'm a real creature of habit, and when I find something, I just keep making it. So yeah, this fabric came in during the week into the shop as well, and I know I've sold loads of it. So there's a little bit of it left, and I absolutely love it. I think it's a great pairing of a fabric and a pattern. So I'll pop in some pictures of me wearing it as well. And I love this so much, and I just want to wear more reds as well at the moment because I'm really loving them. So I'm going to make another one as well during the week, and I think I'm going to make the very same because I really enjoyed wearing this neckline and this cuff. So you can see the fabric here I'm going to make it from. So this is more the tomatoey red, burnt orange. And it's got little bits of like an ivory and little outlines of black. And this comes from the same company as this other red fabric. So this came in during the week as well. And it's got a beautiful drape. And I think I'm really going to enjoy wearing this. So I'm really looking forward to making this. I think this is going to be gorgeous. I think it suits my colouring. So yeah, there is going to be another one, or maybe I should make the Myosotis and fringe. Yeah, that'll be up for discussion, but loved wearing this, so definitely this is on the cards for this week's making. Now I have loads of plans for this week, so yeah, hopefully it all comes together. So I'm going to pop them down for a minute. And I got my delivery of art gallery fabrics on Monday, and I have to say, oh my God, they are the most beautiful fabrics. I've never used an art gallery jersey, so I got one in, and this is it. And I have cut a piece for myself, and I'm going to make a forget-me-not. No, it's not. It's the Glasshouse Nemesia dress. So I'll put up a picture. I was a pattern tester for Tanya, who owns the company, last year I think it was, and I think I made 6 of them, and I really love them. Now I made them the length that suits tights, because I find with myself, if I wear tights, I need my skirts to be a little bit shorter, or else they just cut my legs off, and my legs look really short, and they're short already. So I'm finding my Nemesia dresses, to put them on during the summer with bare legs, I just feel they're that little bit too short. So they're just above my knee. So I'm going to make one from this. And I know we're coming into more tights weather, but it's still boiling hot here at the moment. So, and I love this fabric. So I've cut off enough to make a Nemesia dress. And I'm going to make the 3/4 length version sleeve so that I will be able to wear it in the winter with a cardigan and some tights. So I think this is going to be gorgeous. I love the pops of colour in it, and the quality of it is just divine. And I know they are that bit more expensive than other jerseys, but I can feel it's absolutely gorgeous. I just love it. So I've done another art gallery order as well, and I know it's coming tomorrow, Monday, and I'm really looking forward to that. So I tried to reorder some of the fabrics that sold out really fast last Monday, but they're just all out of stock, and I think that's just the way it is at the moment. So I've ordered some new ones, and I've ordered colours with kind of autumn in mind, because I am thinking now, I know we're nearly at the end of August and I still want to wear all the bright colours. I still want to wear these, but I am thinking, okay, I need to make some transitional pieces to get me from this sort of boiling weather where I can wear dresses without tights, but then to think that, yeah, in a couple of weeks' time, I will be wearing tights as well. So that's why I'm going to make this one. And the burnt orange dress I think is going to be lovely. I'm probably better off to make that one like this with the sleeves so that I can pop a cardigan on. Yeah, I have to think about that. So I got the Love Sewing magazine as well, probably a week ago, I suppose. Now, I don't subscribe to it because the postage is just too expensive to get here to Ireland, but I have asked my local newsagent in our little town. They don't do a huge range of magazines or anything, so there's no chance of ever popping in there and picking up a sewing magazine. So I asked him recently, could he actually order it in for me? So yeah, so it's absolutely brilliant. And I'm in the town probably every second day anyway, going to the post office. So now I can pick up my magazine in my local town, which is really, really great. So I got it during the week and I saw this pattern, which I think is really lovely. So I think I'm going to make view B, which looks like a skirt, but it's a short pair of culottes, which I think I've never actually made, and I think it's going to be really nice to be able to wear them at the moment without tights, and then, as I say, in a couple of weeks' time, wear them with tights. And I'm just loving wearing dresses at the moment, and it's just that, yeah, these are just so comfortable. So I think I'm probably going to wear more skirts and dresses into the winter as well, rather than putting on my jeans and things. But I suppose all that might change as well. So I have a few ideas for making this, and I'm going to show you two fabrics I have in mind. So I have this lovely viscose that came in during the week as well. And it's a beautiful, like a plum background with little leaves on it. And I've called this Leaf It Out. It's on the website, and I think this would be really gorgeous. This would be lovely over black tights and maybe a little black jumper. I don't like wearing really bulky clothes, so I have a few jumpers, TK Maxx jumpers that I love. So I think this would be really nice. And my other option I'm thinking about, so this is called Leaf It Out, and then I just love this art gallery fabric. This is Chinese Whispers, and again it's got a black background, so again gorgeous at the moment with a t-shirt or cardigan and bare legs, and then this would be gorgeous with tights as well. So do you know what, maybe in the comments would you let me know which one I should make? So I will make a toile of this, because something like this could be a massive hit or a massive miss, and I certainly don't want to cut out either of these fabrics, so I will make a toile of it before I actually commit to it. But leave a comment down below and just let me know whether you want me to make the Leaf It Out or the Chinese Whispers, and hopefully I'll make them during the week and show you next week as well. So that's a plan. So other than making another fringe dress, I think that would be a great make. And I'm also thinking as well, just coming into the transitional time, I need to definitely go back and make some more sew over it Audrey tops, because that's another top that I adore as well. And I'm going to make one with probably the longer sleeves, and all the ones that I've made so far have the bow. So I think I'll make the one with just the knot. And this cotton jersey came in during the week and I instantly thought that has to be an Audrey top. So isn't that just the prettiest and simplest? My favourite Audrey is my pink one with the dots. I just love it. I just think it really suits it because of the design elements behind the Audrey top, that the spots just really suit that kind of era. I don't know why this one makes me think of Princess Diana. Did she have a dress like that or something? But yeah, this just made me think of her. And I love blue as well, so I think this will be lovely, like over maybe a denim skirt or yeah, jeans going into the winter, says she, who said she probably won't wear her jeans much. But yeah, I think this will be lovely. The other top that I'd like to make as well going into autumn is the iris top from Forget Me Not Patterns. Now, I was a tester for that as well, and I've made the short sleeve version, and it's got the most gorgeous pleated detail on the sleeve, and it's also got a longer sleeve with a lovely pleated detail. Now, it looks like a very plain, simple t-shirt until you get to see the details of the sleeve. So that's definitely another one that I want to make. And I've got two gorgeous bamboo jerseys that I got from Steph in Fabric Romance, and I still haven't made them. I got them at the beginning of the summer and my machine was giving trouble with viscose jersey. So I just haven't gone back to sewing viscose jersey, and the bamboo jersey has the same sort of feel. But I think I made an iris top in a viscose jersey and I made it in a cotton jersey, and I just liked the feeling and the flow of the viscose better. So I am definitely going to make some of those as well. And let me see, what else have I to tell you about? Oh, yes. Now, I am a huge PDF pattern fan, simply because I love the fact that when I see a pattern, I just really want it. I don't want to wait for it. I just want to buy it, download it, print it, and I just want to make it. So I have a load of PDFs all stored on my computer, which I really have to put onto a flash drive as well. But it is great that you can go back to most of the pattern companies and they're there in your account anyway. So anyway, during the week, I was on Instagram and I noticed that Karen from So Little Time had just received a bundle of patterns that she had printed in A0. Now, I've actually never printed in the A0, and that's because I don't want to wait for them. You know, I kind of feel that if I have to wait for an A0, then there's no point in me buying the PDF because I still have to wait for it. So it's the whole waiting, and it's the whole, I'm so impatient, I just want to make it straight away. But I do have a lot of PDFs that I've probably bought in different sales, and I've saved them into my computer. And then I do have a lot of PDFs that I love, like the Sew Over It Audrey, and I've stuck it together, I folded it up, and some of it has just started falling apart. So anyway, I've just made the short story very long there. But anyway, on Karen's So Little Time, and I'll share a link to her Instagram and her YouTube down below. Yeah, she had ordered a load of A0 patterns, and she said that they were really, really good value, and she had got something like 21 patterns printed for £25, and that included postage and VAT and everything. So I went on, and I usually find that when I go onto these sites, I get to the checkout and they say they don't post to Ireland, and then you kind of go, oh God, that's so disappointing. So I went into all my PDFs, I put a load of them into a folder, I uploaded them to the site, and I paid for them. And I had uploaded 16 files, which accounted to 27 sheets, because you know the way some patterns have 2 sheets, others have 1 sheet. And the grand total, including postage, was £30. And I thought, God, that's absolutely amazing. So yeah, I paid for it. And then I received an email to say that they don't actually post to Northern or Southern Ireland. Now, usually what I do is when companies can't post to Ireland, I use a DPD Parcel Wizard virtual address, and my one is in Northern Ireland, so that cut that out. I was so disappointed. So I have a lot of family in the UK and in Wales, so I redirected them to a UK address, and I have them already. So I got 27 sheets of A0 printed and delivered for £30, and the quality of the paper is absolutely beautiful. I'm really happy, and they came from a company called planprinting24.co.uk. So if you're in the UK and you want to get some A0 patterns printed, I would highly recommend them. I ordered them and they got delivered, I think it was within 2 days, but that was only because I had to change the address. So they pretty much guarantee that you will have your printouts within 24 hours, obviously if you're in the UK. So yeah, really happy. So I have the Audrey top reprinted. I have the Harper cardigan from Sinclair Patterns reprinted because, again, these are ones that I use a lot. And then I have other ones in here that I've just never printed. So now I did stumble across one problem that I had with some of my PDFs, in that I have bought a lot of Style Arc patterns, and I bought them, I think it was in January this year actually, and I made the mistake of just downloading the A4 printables and the instructions, and I didn't actually download the A0 because, well, at the time I had bought an awful lot of patterns and there was an awful lot of downloading of each individual file, so I didn't download the A0 thinking, yeah, I'll go back and I'll download it again. But the problem with the Style Arc patterns is that your link expires within 14 days. So if you haven't downloaded all your files, there's no point in going back in 15 days time because they're gone. So I was really disappointed because I had a lot of Style Arc patterns that I just haven't used them because I haven't printed them. And as I say, I got them in a sale, so I bought a load of them and I did print out and stick together. And there was a few that I actually wanted to reprint again, but I didn't have the A0 one downloaded. So yeah, tip of the day, if you buy your Style Arc patterns, download the whole lot because you can't go back to them. So yeah, I'm really happy. I've got a lot of patterns, as I say, that I've never printed out before, so I think I will just cut into the sheets because they worked out at less than £1 each. I think they were something like, well, 27 sheets, just over the £1 each when it came to including postage and stuff. I'm just not a tracer. I just don't like tracing. I know a lot of people don't like sticking PDFs together. I don't like tracing. I don't mind sticking PDFs together. I actually quite enjoy it. I don't mind if I have a load of them to stick together. But yeah, here I have, yeah, I think I have the best of both worlds here. So I'm going to do this during the week, I think. So give me an idea of which fabric I should use. I think this will be a winner for the autumn. I will be making either another one of these or a full-on fringe out of the burnt orange fabric. I am more than excited to receive another art gallery fabric order tomorrow, and I've loads and loads of plans. I actually have loads of plans for videos as well, so I just have to tie myself down to doing a timetable during the week for doing some videos and just getting more of a routine in place. So my daughter's going back to school after another week, so we're going to get back to some sort of normality, and yeah, it's all falling into place, I think. So yeah, that's all I have to chat about today. So very happy with this, and I will talk to you in my next video. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.